life sucks. I have the worst job of anybody in the entire world because there are always cyclists in front of me.
You can go around them.
Excuse me, sir. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode.
We are doing a 2018 Land Rover Range Rover Velar P380 R Dynamic. There's a lot to unpack.
That's a lot to remember.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Land Rover Range Rover
Velar P3 Land Rover Range Rover Velar P380 R Dynamic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's right.
what do those things mean?
Okay, so the Land Rover means it's from the company Land Rover. Range Rover, that's the spec. It ranges and it roves.
Oh, good to know.
So just so you know,
Very useful.
it also goes over land and it roves on land. So
Shut
there's
up!
that. But the P380 means it has 380 horsepower.
P for power.
Yes, I don't know what the P. I don't know what the P stands for, but it has 380 horsepower coming from a supercharged V6 engine.
Nice. And this thing is smooth.
And this thing is quite smooth. It's a luxurious, comfortable experience with 380 horsepower where you can go fast if you want to when you're not stuck behind bicyclists.
Cyclists. So the 380 horsepower paired with a very comfortable interior, that sounds like a winning combination.
It is.
So
as
first,
we'll do it right here.
Let's see what we got. Oh, it's smooth. Ooh. It's smooth and spicy.
Yeah, it picks up.
That's quick.
It's pretty quick. Three, two, one.
Send it.
There's 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does pull. Interestingly, it took a second to hook up when you stopped it there.
Yeah.
But after it did, it took off.
After it did, yeah, it really takes off. I don't know if maybe that's it is supercharged.
Yeah. So the supercharged should give you a more. I think that's my mom.
Really?
Is that me, mom? Mom.
Well, what were you saying?
The
supercharger.
The supercharger should give you more instant feedback than turbo, which I kind of like. I mean, turbo spooling up is fun, and the blow off is fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't say I prefer one or the other, but I do like driving a supercharged car every once in a while.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that pulls, it feels quick, but it's like I said earlier, it's a refined kind of pull.
Yeah, it wasn't scary. It wasn't overwhelming. And
it's certainly enough power to get you onto the freeway and get ahead of cars if you need to.
Absolutely.
If I was going to get this car, I would spec it exactly the way this is spec'd. White with black accents.
I really do like that. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. As you guys probably remember from the Ferrari episode, I'm partial to gray cars because I'm a boring individual. So
Why?
I might get this in gray.
Why?
I don't know. I love gray cars.
Why?
Not silver. Silver is awful, but like a nice gunmetal gray.
Oh my god. Gray doesn't look good on any car except for G-Wagons and Mercedes.
And
like Mercedes,
Range Rovers.
No.
Range Rovers look gorgeous in gray.
Disgusting.
Their gray is amazing.
Vomit.
Okay.
The base Range Rover Velar starts at a little over $50,000. It's like $50,500. However, this is the P380 R Dynamic spec, which is like the top of the line Velar, and that starts at $75,300.
You're getting into real money there.
So you're getting into some, yeah.
That being said, I think just looking at it, you can tell this is worth every penny. I mean, this is incredibly luxurious. The tech in here is very clean and very responsive.
Yeah.
When you turn this thing on, I didn't even realize this was a screen down here, because you've got the one screen up here that kind of tilts out of the dash when you turn it on. The gear selector pops up from the center here a little bit so you can use it. And then this screen turns on, and even down to the climate controls. You've got little screens, digital screens inside the climate control. This is all really well thought out.
It's really nice. And when you turn the car on, not only does this pop out, but the screen like comes and folds out too.
Yeah, very, very nice. I like this a lot, and I am very... I won't disqualify a car for having bad infotainment, but this is really good infotainment.
It is.
I admire this greatly. The only thing I can say about the infotainment here. Navigation is a little slow. It's not quite as responsive as I'd like.
It is a little slow. I also, this is like the thing I complain about in every video, I think, but I don't think this has Apple CarPlay. And that
Surely
just
it does.
pisses me off. I don't think it does because I plugged in my iPhone into the USB, and it brought up that it wanted me to download the Range Rover Velar app, because that's a specific app.
Okay, so you've got the premium Connect
you've
features.
got that,
All right.
but I don't think it has like dedicated Apple CarPlay, which angers me. Okay, so the way that the infotainment and everything in the interior is divided is on the screen on the top. You control navigation and settings largely on this, and like phone stuff and anything like that.
Sure.
Then on the bottom here, you largely control climate, AC, and
Ride
all
quality.
that. Ride quality.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you have your drive selector down here. Good sized cup holders.
Ooh, on this screen you get to control
Heated
seating,
seats. Yeah.
which is cool, and you can select just the actual seat portion or the back portion or both. Wow.
It's plush. This experience is so luxurious.
Yeah, it's very rare that I get into a car and immediately don't want to give it back, but I'm just cruising around here. Yeah, Joe could be my driver. You could
Yeah. It's a great cruiser. Like I would own this.
take me to Sonic's, Chives.
I will say though that I don't think you get quite as much space as the exterior would suggest.
Yeah, it's a little bit more comfy in here, a little cozier than the outside would suggest, because it is a fairly large car. Obviously not the size of something like an Escalade or like a Denali or something like that, but still big-ish. You have a good amount of storage space in the back, though. Like, you're not lacking for space.
Right, not at all. You get good amount of space even behind the seats too when you open the trunk.
Yeah, I would
You
say
can
you
haul
feel
stuff.
kind of nestled into this car. Like
Yeah.
the way the dash kind of comes over your legs a little bit, and you've got the big center here. It's just everyone has a clearly designated space, and it feels very well thought out. It's a nice
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah. So what does the glove box look like?
Let's have a look.
Thoughts.
Small. It's the right width. It is not the right depth, I would say.
And center console space. What do we got there?
We've got a divided center console, which is really hard to pull up, by the way. That's a lot of
It is kind of
tension.
weird. Yeah, it's it takes a lot to pull that up for some reason.
And I guess you don't want your nice, luxurious thing flopping around when you're opening it, but man, that's a workout. We're talking, you couldn't fit two junior cheeseburgers side by side in there. You'd have to stagger them kind of like that.
Yeah.
My guess is 8.
8 cheeseburgers.
Junior cheeseburgers from Wendy's.
Junior specifically.
That is my guess.
Well, I think that's a decent amount of space.
That is a decent amount of space. I
Seems
mean,
like.
if you need more than 8 junior cheeseburgers, you're doing something wrong. You're going to die. But also in here, you have some nice connections. You got a full-size HDMI. You got 2 USB-A's here. It looks like. Yep,
That's
2
nice.
USB-A, 3.0. It looks like, and then you've got a 12-volt connector.
3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. There's 60.
I think that was a little bit quicker.
I feel like that was actually a little quicker, yeah. On the manual.
From second to third, I feel like it jumped the gun a little bit because I pulled it right before the red line. And I think it was starting. It had already initiated a shift before I pulled it.
It was just like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
We're getting close. So I think this thing will automatically shift if you get close to the red line. It was not bad
That's
though.
safe.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
that it
I'll
would
take
do that,
it.
right?
But it held it. The nice thing is, if it does automatically shift, it does hold it until right before the red line, which
Right.
is exactly what you want.
Yeah, right when you need it.
No complaints.
18 MPG city and 24 highway.
Yeah, it's about what you'd expect from a car of this class and quality.
Yeah.
It's not designed to be a super fuel efficient car.
It's a
that's not what
luxury
you're after.
plush cruiser,
Yeah,
right?
and you pay what you have to in gas.
Yeah. So towing capacity also is very unimpressive.
Yeah.
It's 1,500 pounds.
So really, you're not going to use this to tow anything, honestly. And
but-
why would you? Why would you use this to tow your stuff?
It's an SUV.
Yeah.
Like you'd think it's. I mean, it's not really an SUV either. This is a more.
It's a big crossover.
Yeah, it's a big crossover.
In the automatic, it does take a little bit to pick up after you've stepped on it, which is fine. It's not forever, but I would like it to be a little bit more responsive.
Yeah.
But obviously not what it's designed for. it handles the curves pretty darn well, considering the height of the car.
All considering, I think part of that is just, I don't know. I'm not like super mind blown by that because I was almost expecting that based on the turning radius.
Yeah.
Like it has a small wheelbase, I guess.
Yeah, it's shorter. It's more nimble than a lot of SUVs.
Yeah.
It's comfortable. It doesn't feel like it has a ton of body roll. There's a little, but I would be amazed if there wasn't any body roll.
Obviously, there's body roll.
Yeah.
So it's not the greatest handling thing ever.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
it's not horrific.
I didn't even realize how fast we were going around these turns. This is better than some of the smaller cars we've done.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. You feel that?
Yeah.
You're pulling a little bit of G there.
Yeah.
And that was
smooth. That was actually pretty smooth getting around that corner.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty impressed by that.
Yeah, me too.
It's a lot better than I expected.
That's solid.
I don't know. If I was in the market for a cruiser, I mean, I'm pretty much sold on this.
Yeah.
I already like this more than anything else in this class that we have driven so far, other than the Lamborghini Urus.
That's high praise.
But again, the Urus is like a whole other level. It's like more than double the price of this.
And really, there's no reason for the Urus to exist, honestly.
Yeah. But again,
I'm glad it does. I love the Urus. And I also love this.
But I feel like this is, I don't know, if you want an Urus on a budget, I think this is
a baby Urus.
This is, yeah.
I think it's the same philosophy, or very close to the same philosophy.
I don't know about that.
They're just kind of, they're like 49% luxury, 51% sport, and the other way around.
I think the Urus is like an abomination, but it's a beautiful abomination.
Yeah, I'm so glad it exists.
This, like, I can understand why this exists, because this is like, it's expensive, but it's not like horrifically expensive, and it's like really plush and comfy. It's all you would ever really need for a comfy driving experience. The Urus is just, again, it's an abomination. It shouldn't exist. It's absurd in every way, and that's why it's perfect.
I totally agree. And there's a reason you see more of these on the road. I mean, it's because this thing is relatively well priced.
And this is not absurd.
No.
It's not absurd in the same way that the Urus is. The Urus is like bonkers insane. This is just fine.
But the fact that we're comparing the two, a $75,000 car.
Well, I'd compare them just in the sense that, like, they're both sport SUVs.
Yeah.
Like, this is a sporty SUV, that's a sporty SUV. But I think the philosophy is totally different behind the two of them.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah. This is all about, like, comfort and plushness and, like, a little bit of sport and a little bit of power that you can have when you need it. The Urus is just, like I'm really fast and, like, that's all there is to it. I don't know.
Yeah. But it was also very comfortable. Not quite as comfortable as this, I would say.
Yeah. But again, different things. Difference in philosophy a bit.
Right.
It's more about comfort. That's more about crazy sport.
All right, let's get into the ratings here. Get clippy.
I will when you stop throwing me around.
I'm gonna do my best to throw Joe and make him car sick.
Starting us out is performance. Now you get 0 to 60 time of 5.7 seconds, which is
respectable.
Pretty respectable. You have pretty decent handling.
More than respectable.
Yeah, for what this is, for a relatively big crossover.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a
7. I said it.
That's way too high.
No, this is excellent.
That's aggressively high.
This is excellent.
I was thinking a 5.5.
What?
Yeah. It's not like that great, so I think a 7 is aggressively high.
Maybe I'm overinflating it, but I think I gave the Urus like an 8.5, didn't I?
Yeah, but I don't think this is like holds a candle to that. Like the Urus is like 3 times as fast as this.
No, it does 0 to 60 in
like 3 seconds.
3.9, isn't it?
No, it's like 3 seconds flat.
Is it that much faster?
Yeah.
All right, fine. 6.5.
Oh, look what I did. Oh,
half a point.
The pen dropped.
You fool.
Moving on to practicality. It's decent.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good.
You can schlep your kids around, a couple of them.
Schlep your kids around.
You got good connections here.
Yeah, good
navigation's good.
I'm thinking a 7. 7 on practicality.
I was going to say this is probably a little high. I'm going to go 6.5 again.
6.5 again.
Just a little lower. I think the gas mileage kind of knocks it a little bit.
Yeah.
And it is a smaller SUV, so you're not going to have quite as much space.
All right, next up is value, which I think is actually pretty decent.
I do too.
Especially comparing this to the Alfa Romeo Stelvio.
Miles better.
Which I think this is, yes. I would certainly, if I was in the market for a luxury crossover SUV, I would get this over the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, hands down.
Yeah.
I would probably also get it even over the AMG GLA, like whatever CLA, blah 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 blah.
Their crossover thing.
Whatever that was.
I agree. Yeah, this is, to me, is the best crossover I've driven, hands down.
Yeah, I would also get this over that. However, $75K is a lot.
It is spicy.
That's big money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull you, and I'm gonna do a 6.5 on this.
All right.
For value.
Yeah, I think this one is tough because for a certain type of person, this car is 100% worth it at MSRP. That being said, for other people, it's a little expensive. I'm gonna give it a. This is so hard.
It is, yeah.
I'm gonna give it a third 6.5.
Wow, I was gonna say, are you gonna do it again?
Yeah.
6.5, 6.5, 6.5. Man, this whole thing,
Yeah.
may as well just give it a 6.5.
I might.
Flat out.
I might.
Because next up is Cool Factor, which I feel like. Are you thinking it again? 6.5?
I was thinking about it, but no, I don't think it's that cool.
I don't think it's that cool.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, it's kind of
pretty
cool.
cool.
It's kind of cool, but no one's going to be like, wow, you got that Range Rover Velar P380, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
sick.
I got a poster of that in my room.
Yeah, like, that's so dope.
Yeah.
But it's cool enough. I'd give it a 5.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 5.5.
5.5.
I think it's. I mean, the angles are nice on this car. It looks really sharp compared to all the other crossovers on the road. I think this wins pretty handily.
Now, next up, I think, is where we're probably going to rate this the highest, which is quality.
Yeah, this is nice.
Because I think it's very high quality. It's very nice. I think for the price, this is about as good as you can ask for. The only things I would think that would be really better than this are luxury cars starting into the 6 figures and going up from there. 8 at least is justifiable.
That's pretty high.
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna stick with that 8.
Yeah, I'm between a 7 and a 7.5. It's really nice. This, however, is kind of unconscionable in a car of this price. The top of the dash is cheap plastic.
The top of the dash is cheap.
I'm gonna go with a 7.
7 flat.
7 flat. I have to dock it a little bit more for the hard plastic on top of the dash.
And then finally, that leads us into fun factor, which
we discussed this before, where we're gonna do more of an experience factor for cars that aren't like
dedicated
super fun,
specifically to sportiness. I mean, this does have a relatively quick 0 to 60.
Yeah.
You can also just feel like a baller.
You really can.
Driving this.
Pull up on people. Hey, I got cooled seats. How you doing? Overall experience?
Overall experience.
7.
Yes. Whoa, I think that's high.
Really?
Yeah.
This is lovely.
It's lovely, but
experience, not fun.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
But fun is experience.
Well, yeah, that's part of it.
I think I'm going to give the fun factor / experience / whatever on this a 6.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Okay, and our average score for the 2018 Range Rover Velar P380 R-Dynamic is a 38.5, which scores exceptionally high among SUVs / crossovers that we've done. I believe that is the second highest score we've ever given to an SUV or crossover, only behind the Lamborghini Urus, which we will display on screen now.
I believe that's right.
For reference, this is significantly higher than the Alfa Romeo Stelvio. We rated this 4 solid points higher than the Stelvio.
I believe it.
Roughly 3 points higher than the Infiniti QX80, and roughly 8 points higher than the Audi Q5.
If you're in the market for a baby Urus, come test drive one of these. They are a lot of fun for what they are, and they're also super luxurious. You will not have a bad time driving one of these.
Yeah, definitely agree. Good points all around.
All right, that's the show for today. Thank you guys for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's your first time. We hope you'll come back and watch the next one, which we will put out next week.
So
see you then.
See you guys then. Bye.
You know, sometimes when I've had a bad day or I'm just really stressed, I like to come out to my car and just watch CuriosityStream. It's really relaxing, you know? CuriosityStream is the world's first streaming service for people who actually like to learn stuff. They have thousands of documentaries and nonfiction titles from some of the world's best filmmakers. If you like our show, you'll love their speed category. It's got a ton of content on cars and other things that go fast. We've recently partnered with CuriosityStream to help build Nebula, our new streaming service. Nebula is a streaming video platform built by and for independent creators. Because we all appreciate how supportive our fans are, CuriosityStream is offering a free Nebula subscription with every purchase of a year-long CuriosityStream membership. With this bundle, you get the best of both worlds. CuriosityStream is home to high production value documentaries and nonfiction work, whereas Nebula is a place for educational YouTubers to try new things and experiment with different formats, things the YouTube algorithm would punish us for. CuriosityStream loves independent creators and wants to help us grow our platform, so they're offering Grand Theft Auto fans free access to Nebula when you sign up at curiositystream.com/GTA. When you sign up for CuriosityStream, you get instant access to thousands of nonfiction titles, and you'll get to watch a bunch of new episodes from Grand Theft Auto months before they hit YouTube, plus lots of other great Nebula originals. By signing up for CuriosityStream, you'll be helping not only GTA, but the entire educational community, as we work together to build a place where we can create exciting new content that just wouldn't be possible on YouTube. Give it a try by signing up using the link below. We promise you'll love it.